Welcome to A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students, Lesson 289. The past is over, it can touch me not. Unless the past is over in my mind, the real world must escape my sight. For I am really looking nowhere. Seen, but what is not there. How can I then perceive the world forgiveness offers? This the past was made to hide. For this, the world that can be looked on only now. It has no past. For what can be forgiven but the past? And if it is forgiven, it is gone. Father, let me not look upon a past that is not there, for you have offered me your own replacement. In a present world, the past has left untouched and free of sin. Here is the end of guilt. And here am I made ready for your final step. Shall I demand that you wait longer for your son to find the loveliness you planned to be the end of all his dreams and all his pain? What a beautiful lesson. The past is over, it can touch me not. So there's a consistent theme in Workbook for Students that the only moment of time that is real is the present. Because the past is gone, it doesn't exist except for in memory, and the future does not yet exist. And when we try to live our consciousness, projecting it forward or in the past, we're entering the ghost lands. We're entering memory or fantasy, but we're not in the present moment where God lives, where love lives, where the eternal now lives. And right now my kitten is eating some cables. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. I guess she wants to say hi. You might be wondering how many cats I have. I have 3 cats. I'm quickly approaching crazy cat lady numbers. So what I want to say about this lesson is that this is one of those concepts that used to be difficult for me to understand, but as I really sat with it, meditated on it, did my best to apply it in practical ways, it really makes so much sense now. It makes perfect sense. The word regret is something that I wanted to understand because I used to have a lot of regrets. I regretted this and I wish I wouldn't have done that. And so one day I got curious and I actually looked up the etymology. And the word gret is a Scottish word to woe or to sorrow over. And when we regret, we are sorrowing over something again and again and again. And in my case, there were certain situations or choices I made that I had sorrowed over 100 times or more. And what Spirit helped me to understand was that I only needed to sorrow over a choice that I perceived as a mistake once and then let it go. And that there was no sanity in going back to that moment in the past again and again and again, dragging it into my present moment. This the past was made to hide. How can I then perceive the world forgiveness offers? If we are living perceptually in the past, that is our ego's way to hide the real world. Unless the past is over in my mind, the real world must escape my sight. And slowly I learned to let the past go and to be here, right now. And if I was being honest with myself, I probably wouldn't change the past, even if I could, because of the lessons gleaned, because of what it led to, the people, places, and experiences that I had because of my choices, even if they may have been unwise. And in many cases, if I'm being honest, they were the best I knew how to do in that moment. And I don't have any objective proof that they were a mistake. yeah, maybe I could have been more patient, or maybe I could have made a better choice here, or maybe I could have avoided this problem if I would have paid more attention to the red flags of the situation. But I'm not entirely convinced that I came here to have completely smooth sailing. What if we wanted to be the mighty captains of our ships? And a mighty captain is forged in storms. The past is over, it can touch me not. And as we let go of our own past grievances and self-recriminations, it becomes so much more natural to also let other people off the hook. To not cling to their past, but to let them be ever new in the everlasting now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for lesson 290.